It's absolutely true. That's almost $1
$850
trillion
billion.
that were laundered by Sacramento through the Biden administration, through Sacramento into China. Why would, excuse me, $1 trillion. Did I say $1 trillion? It's $1 trillion, $850 billion. All true. Now, nobody wants to talk about that. But today I'll reveal some more truths. Anyway, yeah, I am Paul Preston. I'm the founder, president, and governor pro tempore of the state of California, New California. Now I say state of California also because the way a state split works, and I want to be abundantly clear for everybody, this state split is here to save California from itself. Because California has strayed from the Constitution. It no longer follows and is really found in constitutional default. It does not adhere to the Constitution at all. You know, the same one, there's only one Constitution in the United States. Don't listen to all these other people saying there's 5 or 6 or whatever. There is one Constitution in the United States. Every state has their own constitutions, of course. But for the guiding light for this country, it is the Constitution. Declaration of Independence, Constitution, and Bill of Rights, those are the 3 guidances that we follow as an American people. But that's not the case in Sacramento, and it's now not the case, obviously, with Biden's America. In order to remain in good stead with the compact that holds the state to the federal government, you have to adhere to 3 things from Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution. The first one is you have to provide a Republican form of government. It's called a republic, not a democracy. And what do we hear all the time? We're a democracy. You're right. And how is this democracy working out for us? How's the democracy working when we are supposed to be a republic? So, strike number 1, we do not have a republic any longer. It's gone, especially in California. Strike number 2, Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution says freedom from invasion. That's what it says. Gavin Newsom is to guarantee to us freedom from invasion and a Republican form of government. Is there anybody else out here that would say he's doing that?
Nope.
Absolutely not. Strike 2. Strike 3 is this guarantee that a constitutional state has to provide, and that is freedom from domestic violence. Well, you know, I was in education for 41 years, custodian to superintendent. I protected my kids, my parents, no matter where they were, no matter what their circumstance. I never even took an oath to that. I just knew that was my legal responsibility to do. And right now, this state is the #1 state in child sex trafficking. I learned that a long time ago. I was trained by the Los Angeles Police Department Crimes Against Children Task Force, 1986. I learned all this stuff you're learning today about. California has not changed. What child sex trafficking is the same as child trafficking. It's the same as human trafficking. It's otherwise known as slavery. We are the largest consumer of slaves in this nation. We're buying slaves. Now, I can go into the details on how that all happens, and I'm not. I'm just telling you right now, right here, that the first 3 elements of the Constitution that they have to provide us for protection, neither the Biden administration nor Newsom or Brown or Schwarzenegger, even before that, are providing us. And we said in 2017, enough. We're going to look at the Constitution. How can we fix this? And we ended up creating a new state. So it will be 7 years ago this January, actually 7 years ago on Halloween, that we formed New California State. And we declared independence from the state of California on January 15, 2018. That's the proper constitutional step to do. And since then, we've had 12 constitutional conventions. We have a legislature that's up and running and established itself. It's passing resolutions and ordinances now. We've gone to Washington 4 times to negotiate New California, and they are listening to us. We have been very well received. And the reason why we're being received is because we are constitutional, and they don't want to talk about us neither. Nah. The other side, oh, forget this New California, forget it. You know, I talk to employees in Sacramento that tell me that if the word New California comes up on their computer screen, they are not to change their facial expression, and they are to get that off their screen as soon as possible. They're not allowed to talk about New California. So you know what we did? Starting in January this last year, I said, the hell with that. Those people have constitutional rights as well. So we went down on 6 different occasions right into the Devil's Den, the West Wing of the Capitol. And we had 4, 5, 6 different proclamation days in which we denounced everything unconstitutional about California, right to their faces. We started denouncing first thing. I said these people in that building are child sex traffickers. They're responsible for it. Why are they responsible for it? Because none of them except one, Shannon Grove, has offered any kind of legislation in 20 years to protect children.
Shannon Grove. Shannon Grove.
We went on until we just did one this last month. And I think we're going to do a 7th one. And it's been interesting. Every time we've gone down there and spoken, 2 weeks later, almost 2 weeks to the day, all of a sudden, oh, we're going to introduce this and we're going to. In fact, we just lost 2 Democrats that came over to the Republican Party, right? How about that? Yeah, they're thinking, not only are they thinking about California, New California relationship, but they're thinking about Donald J. Trump. That's who they're thinking about. They're going, you know, we better straighten up this little state called California. Too late. California is in financial default in a major big way. And if you get on our Sunday nights and our Wednesday night phone calls, you'll actually see us explain to you the details about how broke California really is and why we have to stand up as New California and help old California out. We want to make not just a great new state of California, we want to make a great state of California. We want to make it great again. So what we do is we divide the populations in half. 40 million, New California takes 20 million, California takes 20. We have all the natural resources, and there's a reason for that. The reason is that California is so far in debt, we have to churn up the economy, which we can do. They are in default in Wall Street. They can't even go out and get a loan. Did you know that? That's how bad it is. Their receipts on taxes have fallen drastically. Why? Everybody leaves California. They've lost their tax base. That's a fact. We used to be the #1 manufacturer of aircraft in the world. 60% of all aircraft used to be made right here in California.
Wow.
I see the shirts of some of you guys out there, you workers. And you're gone. Gone someplace else. We're bringing all that back. Because we can. And California, under their constitution, they can't. Under their debt load, they can't. But we can. And we will help them to become a great state again. That is our guarantee. As far as education, I was an educator for 41 years. Right now, your kids are getting a federal education. There's no local education going on in California. Arnold Schwarzenegger signed your constitutional rights away in 2010 to educate your children. Did you know that? That's what Arnold did. He also got rid of adult education in California, which was the single largest assimilation program in the world. So when people came over, legal or illegal, they learned the languages, they learned the way to act as Americans. And not only that, they became citizens. I ran citizenship programs. I know how important that is. He did away with that, and you have to ask why. Why would he do that? And now it's all done. Our border's wide open. Tens of thousands of people come across the border daily. I can go into how they suss out the children from the adults. That's really interesting. We won't do that. My point to all of you is this. New California will change all that. You will have lower taxes. We are welcoming businesses right now. We just got done with our 5th Business Opportunity Summit in Los Angeles. We're going to have a 6th one we decided in San Diego in January. Because we're asking, how about this from your government? We're asking business leaders to come to us and say, hey, what can we do to have a better government for you that's more conducive for your business? Have you heard Gavin Newsom say that? No, it's called, excuse me, I'm here to collect and extort from you your taxes. Isn't that right?
Yep.
It's called extortion taxation, and we're all in it. We can stop that. We can stop that. I have a feeling I'll be asked to come back to speak a little bit later today. I'm going to cut it short, a little bit short, maybe 5 minutes. I'll be around over here. How many have I gone through? 10? The 10 minutes? Okay, 10 minutes, all right. Okay, this is what we have done to make this whole thing happen. We declared independence January 15th, 2018. And we contacted all 58 counties of California and said, do you guys want to be a part of New California? And you know what? They all said yes. And I said, well, yeah, we really can't take all of them, but we'll see. So we went out and built up committees in all the counties. You have a great committee here. Shelby Bunch, their tent's right over there, has done some fantastic work. We have put everybody on notice in California. We have put everybody on notice in California that we are here, including the county supervisors. Any county supervisors here? Any elected officials here? No, I don't see it. Candidates here? Not really yet. Oh, you here? You're a candidate? Right over there? Okay. We find that these people shy away from New California. Okay, some other things that we have done. We filed suit, first new state ever, we filed suit in the Supreme Court as an amicus brief to Texas versus Pennsylvania. First time. We also filed suit in December against